From a color-coded cheat sheet to tons of pro tips, this is your 100% correct and easiest guide to build a free Necrofluid Gauntlet wonder weapon in Ashes of the Damned. The best and only guide you will ever need, guaranteed. If you fail, you're gonna make me cry. How are your meatballs, guys? Let's go. The first steps are basic and the game very clearly guides you through them to turn on power on all generators and build Pack-a-Punch on Tessie, but we'll spend 30 seconds to show you rather than completely skipping them because order in which you do things could help with efficiency. Pro tip, add stun grenades to your loadout before you get into the game for use later on. Alright, so grab Ted's head in the server room by jumping up here and opening the door. Melee this floor panel and pick up the head. Now apply Ted to old Tessie, and then I recommend you leave spawn this way towards Blackwater to begin the process of locating generators, destroying the cyst on them, and then subsequently flipping the power switches within the area. Note, there is a Tomahawk Easter egg in this area that can get you random rewards of salvage points or even Pack-a-Punch crystals, so going this way first is nice. You saw the first generator here at Blackwater with the switch upstairs in the cabins, but progressing with Tessie forward, your next generator is here at Ashwood up the zipline in the middle of the top area through 2 doors. Its switch is right here. After flipping that switch, drive Tessie into the garage and build the Pack-a-Punch machine right here. A third generator can be found in Van Dorn Farm, and to get there from this point of view looking into the garage, go to the right and up this pathway. Do the generator and the switch will be upstairs in the barn. Now following flipping all 3 switches, you can head to spawn at Janice Towers Plaza, and as long as you're above round 7, you can do the next step. So just go down the road toward Blackwater and near this Project Janice storage container up here until a very beefy Uber KLAUS spawns out of it. You obviously need to kill him, and in order to do that more easily, first destroy his shoulder pads and then focus on his core. Once Uber KLAUS is gone, he'll morph into a KLAUS core, and then after defeating that core, a part called the stabilizer chip will drop for you to pick up. Now make your way back to Ashwood up the zipline into the sheriff's office, where you'll now find KLAUS. You can now insert that stabilizer chip from earlier into the device on the cell. Now acquire 3 stun grenades, typically either through the ground loot or through the crafting station, but pro tip, if you decided to listen to me earlier and spawn in with one, you can find an additional 2 in the map for free, meaning you have to buy 0. There's one at spawn in the server room where you got Ted's head, then there's one if you're looking at Juggernog, turn around and it's right here. So take your 3 stun grenades and throw them through the cell, making sure that they ricochet to detonate practically right on top of KLAUS. Pro tip, if you stand right here where I'm standing and throw right where I'm throwing, it'll work every time. You should never miss. If done correctly, he will get stunned, and then after about 10 to 15 seconds, he's gonna escape that cell. Now head to the rocket area where the Wisp T perk is at Zarya Cosmodrome and go to the underground support systems. As soon as you open the door, you're going to see this control panel right here. You're going to need to summon KLAUS in front of it, and in order to do this, just hold down your tactical grenade button and a circle will appear on the floor. When you let go of the button, the circle will disappear and he'll come to and land in that exact location the circle was. So do that and KLAUS will power on the control panel. That's now indicated by the green light, allowing you to now interact with it to activate a scanner. Now the panel's light will go red and a scanning circle will spawn on the floor in which you must stand in for about 30 seconds. You cannot leave or you will fail, and the same thing goes if you down. If either of those happen, you have to go to the next round and activate the machine again. But if completed, the window in front of you will slide down, allowing you to pick up a canister. Grabbing this prevents you from sprinting when holding the canister, meaning that if you attempt to move forward on foot, you will die very quickly. And any jump pads you use with the canister on you will result in a drop canister on the pad before launching you away. So you need to use Tessie. Also note, the canister can be voluntarily dropped, indicated by the button on the bottom of your screen, but don't lose it, because if you do, good luck. Alright, so you now need to insert the canister into each of the 3 power generators, one at a time, where the generator will charge the canister in a self-done 20-second process. Upon charge completion, you'll be on a 1-minute 45-second timer to pick up the canister and deliver it to the next location. Pro tip, your best route from the Cosmodrome rocket, as you're seeing on your screen, is back to the central point Ashwood for that generator and to reheal Tessie in the garage. Then, if you're looking from the outside into the garage, make a right-hand turn and go up the left pathway, back towards Blackwater cabins. Get that generator done, and then you can either head back to Ashwood and before its entrance turn around the loop right here to go to Van Dorn Farm, or just keep going in the direction you actually were going in from Blackwater and it'll bring you through spawn right to Van Dorn Farm, whatever you prefer. Now though you can charge the canister in any order, it's highly recommended to do Van Dorn Farm last, since that's where the final time step takes place. Note, if you fail at any point, the canister will return to the Cosmodrome for pickup, allowing you to then resume from where you previously failed whatever generator you were on. But after successfully completing the final generator in Van Dorn Farm, quickly grab the canister from the generator and place it downstairs in the cube under Van Dorn Farm. All the sides of the cube will light up green, now showing symbols. And this, guys, is precisely where I have all of the correct and complete information for you to make these final steps so simple and easy that if you fail, like I said, you're gonna make me cry. This includes a cheat sheet in this video and the continuation from BO6 Zombies of my optional but extremely helpful Discord zombie solving bot, with this being our first of many amazing tools for Black Ops 7 zombies, available for free in the Black Ops 7 BO7 section of my Discord server right now. It's linked down below in the description. Quick side note, if you're a YouTube member, you already had access to this stuff hours before this video went live. I appreciate you. Any new members from this video will be shouted out in the next video. But yeah, back to it. Go to the jump pad upstairs, look at the right monitor, and press interact to be launched at Janus Towers. Now, as you're getting launched, look back down towards Van Doren Farm while up in the air. You'll notice red symbols on 3 different roofs. Now launch back to Van Doren Farm by interacting with the left monitor at Janus Towers jump pad, and you'll get to see the symbols again on your way back down. Pro tip, you can actually see the barn symbol from the outskirts where you drive Tessie, and just record that separately so you only have to note down 2 symbols in the air. Another pro tip, you can pause your game while you're in the air to better see your symbols. It's only slightly illegal. Anyways, what you gotta know about these symbols is that they're always in the same locations every single game, but what they actually are do change every single game. You need to record each of the 3 symbols, which could be overwhelming because they're weird. So here's cheat sheet number 1 with explanation and how you can use the Discord tool for additional help. Now each roof corresponds to one side of the box downstairs. What I've done is color-coded each building, set of symbols, and respective sides of the box for you. So when looking at the front of the box, where the eyeball is, the side with no symbol, the barn corresponds to the back set of symbols, the house symbol corresponds to the right set of symbols, and the tower thingy corresponds to the left set of symbols. In the Discord, go to the BO7 section, hit Ashes of the Damned, hit Necrofluid Gauntlet, then select what symbols you see when you're in the air. It will feed you back those symbols and the guide for inserting them. Side note, this is the beta version of the tool, so it's a slightly messier, and it's going to be more polished within the coming hours. So, insert those symbols back downstairs using the information you now know at the cube by interacting with each side to change the symbol. When you've inserted your correct symbols, you can interact with the eye on the front to confirm the code. Now wait, even though the gauntlet is there, do not grab it until you're ready. Pro tip, for this next step, it could be helpful if you had a monkey bomb to cover you just in case, because although it is easy, you're trapped in a green circle, a small green circle, and you do not want to die doing this because it's very infuriating. But all you have to do right now is interact to pick up the gauntlet initially, and then wait for these green spores to spawn in. Now if you fail this step, you have to wait to the next round to try again, but to be clear on what you actually have to do, because a lot of people don't understand, is to let the spores spawn in, and as they're spawning in, just shoot 1 bullet of the gauntlet into it, and then hold your reload button down to suck them in. When you clear the room of all the spores, once you've sucked all the spores in, then you can leave the circle with your free Necrofluid Gauntlet Wonder Weapon. Take care of your meatballs.